I don't know if you missed our Friday routine, but I am back on a Friday talking about new makeup releases, things that have been released, announced, and sneak peek. I try to stay ahead of things, trends, product releases, different fun things that are upcoming. I always have my eye on indie makeup, and if you want to see what new things are coming to the market, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Today we're going to be talking about bronzers from every single brand that exists under the sun. We're going to be talking about 2 brands that are trying to make a comeback, and I'm wondering if you remember any of them. And we're also going to be talking about how Ulta Beauty and Sephora have this ongoing little beef, and I'm going to talk about what's happening right now. I haven't been super consistent with these videos while I've been moving, but now I am where I'm supposed to be. The studio is still a work in progress. The lighting, everything is still a work in progress. But honestly, I think I'm in a pretty good spot. It's a little bit echoey still, but I will figure all of that out. But before we get into the new makeup releases, let's hear it from this week's sponsor. I am so excited to have Halara back on my channel as a sponsor. You know, I love Halara. They have the perfect mix between everyday wear, loungewear, and leisure wear, just making them all flow together. So you get things that look classy and you can wear at any point. If you're going to go to the gym, if you want to go to your workplace, but also in really nice, breathable, comfortable, smooth fabrics with a lot of practicality to it, like built-in bras, pockets, all of these things that make things beautiful to wear, but also comfortable to wear. Because I don't know about you, but there are so many occasions in life where I want to look put together, but I also want to feel comfortable. And I have a couple of things to share to you from Halara. I will list all the things that I'm showing you down below, what color I'm having, what size I'm having, a link to them if you want to check them out. They have so many things to offer. Definitely check them out. They also gave me a discount code. I will put all details about that down below so that you can get a little bit of a discount if you want to try out Halara yourself. I've never tried any Halara denim. This is the Halara Flex denim. It's denim reimagined. They feel like a really comfortable, almost like leggings or a sweatpant, but they look like jeans. Very, very comfortable. I feel like this kind of a type of pant is having a comeback. You can wear these when flying if you want to look put together. You don't want to have like tights or sweatpants, but they are as comfortable. Or to the workplace, nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know because they look like jeans, but they feel so comfortable. They're very stretchy. You can squat down, you can move around. They won't look distressed after a day at work. I am just very impressed with these. And also, I have a sneaking suspicion that jeans with the tight like bottom, I think they're making a comeback. I don't want to say you heard it here first, but you definitely heard it here as well. Let's then talk about this top. I feel like Halara has such comfortable tops. I wear them all the time. This is a top that has some buttons and it also has a built-in bra. It has some of those like cup if you want to have even more stability. I don't like that. You can take them out, you can put them back in. I love, again, the flexibility of the different support systems that Halara has in their clothing. It's a long, nice sleeve, so comfortable. I wear these like tops all the time from Halara. You can tuck them in jeans, tuck them in shirts, wear them around the house as loungewear. They look very put together. You can definitely just put a jacket on top of this and head out of the house. I'm always so impressed with the Halara tops. Next, I have been getting into shorts. I used to always be a skirt girl, a skirt or a dress, but you know what? I've been getting into shorts, and the past year, I've been trying out a bunch of different kinds to see which ones are for me, and Halara has some really, really cute ones. They're almost like little city shorts. They're almost like a nicer fabric like Bermuda. These have a elastic to the waist, very comfortable. You can tuck something in or you can wear something over it. I just feel like these are so smart. You can wear them on vacation, you can wear them out and about. Again, these with a little kitten heel and just a cute top, you can definitely be out on town in this. This one, even with a blazer, you know, a blazer with a like a smart short like this has been very in the last couple of years. I'm just very into shorts right now, and these come in a different colors as well, and they are so comfortable and so cute. And I'm really into this like wider, slightly longer short. I just think it looks so cool. Next one is more of an athletic shorts, and this has the waist cinching system that Halara does so well. It really like holds you in, tucks you in, smooths everything out, but it doesn't like suffocate you. It still is comfortable, but it also gives some stability and really helps you shape your body. It feels very stable while wearing this. And these are also a little bit wider, and they have a little bit of a built-in short with a pocket. These are perfect for like power walks, going to the gym. If you want to have like tights, but you want to have something flowy on top. I love, again, having something tight together with something flowy. I don't like having tight. So these shorts will be perfect for being around the house, being in the yard, walking the dogs, going to the gym. And I really, really love the color. Look at this really pretty like burnt orange. Then I have two different kinds of tights to show you. I have another pair of these like really gorgeous like boot cut tights. This has like this really nice shaped like V shape in the front for the tummy. The tights from Halara are amazing. I have plenty of pairs. I travel in them. I wear them around the house. They come with different kinds of fabrics, tummy control, butt lifting, whatever you are looking for, Halara will find something for you. They have shorter ones, longer ones, so many different fabrics. And I'm loving that they're not offering the ones that have the flared leg, because I feel like those are so much smarter to be like out and about, going on errands or going on power walks. I have been traveling in these with the, I traveled to Europe in those with the low boot cut, and they were so comfortable. And I just feel like you look a little bit more put together. You could definitely wear a longer top over these and wear them to the office. I mean, who's gonna know? They look really smart. But I think my absolute favorite thing from Halara this time, and you could even see me trying these on, are these like leopard printed tights. They fit immaculately. They have this really nice tummy control. They're high-waisted, and the fabric is so soft and smooth. And I love leopard print. And I just think these are so cool. I am obsessed with these. I think they're so pretty, and I'm so excited about the leopard print. Definitely, if you're like me and you love some patterns, definitely check these out. They are so gorgeous. They looked so good on. It also has this like slimming feature in the front that really holds you in without being uncomfortable. Such a beautiful pair of leggings. These are now my favorite pair of leggings from Halara. I am so impressed with them. Let me know which one is your favorite. I think the leopard print ones are definitely my favorite, but this top I have been wearing the most so far because it's so soft and comfortable, and I am absolutely obsessed with the soft fabrics that Halara has. Definitely check out the description box to see the pieces that I picked out in the sizing and in the colors, but also check out the website to see all the different options that they have. Like I said, there will be a discount code down below. Thank you again so much, Halara, for coming back and sponsoring another video on my channel. I am, per usual, always excited about having Halara here on my channel. Now let's get into the makeup news. Actually, as I was sitting down to film this video, I did get some more equipment for my filming room. So my next video already might even have even better quality than this one has. I did have a video yesterday as well, just trying out some of the things that I have been buying and hauling lately, just a full face of new makeup, and I loved the look that I did. So if you want to see me try out some new products, that was yesterday's video. Let me scoochie to the side. I don't know if I can even see myself here. I don't know if this is gonna work out. I might have to sit a little bit like this and put some stuff on the side because I don't have a monitor right now, and it's all over the place. But let's start talking about, okay, everybody knows the Sephora sale is ongoing right now. There is a Sephora sale right now. You can get 10, 15, or 20% off at Sephora US. I did shop a bunch from Sephora before I left the US, and then I bought some things at Sephora Italy and Sephora Sweden. I have been picking up some things all over the place, but as the sale is ongoing right now, like I said, my haul is already live. Ulta has been like shading. There always has been this back and forth between Ulta and Sephora. And I don't even know if it's like a full-blown beef or if it's just like a tongue-in-cheek thing. You're gonna have to let me know what you think about that. But they're always like poking fun at each other when different things are happening, when things are going wrong for the other. I remember when the Sephora thing, the tickets were not working out well. Ulta was shading them, and then their tickets didn't work out for the Ulta world either. It was a full mess. But now Sephora is having their sale, and while that is happening, Ulta is magically also having a sale. And the reason why I don't always love the Ulta sale when I was living in the US is because you don't get to pick your own items. And for me, I'm not going to buy something just because it's on sale. If it's not the thing I want, I don't want to buy it just because it's on sale. And I think the problem with the Ulta sale has usually been that it's never any of the new and fun products. And that's why I've been enjoying the Sephora sale more, because I can pick my own products. I'd rather get 15 or 10 or 20% off something I actually want than 50% off something that I didn't really want to purchase. That's not a deal to me. Of course, if it's something that you love, something you go through, something you want to try, and it's 50% off, that's perfect. But I don't think it being a low price should be the reason why you want to buy something. I don't think something that you didn't have your eye on just because it's 50% off, that shouldn't be the reason that you're buying it. That's not a deal. You're still spending the money to get it. It's like, it's not free. So Ulta right now, they are doing 20% off 40 plus prestige brands, including MAC, Rare Beauty, Charlotte Tilbury, The Ordinary, Tarte, and more. And they're also having 30% off some items as well. So if some of the things you do want are on sale, I mean, if you're not, I'm not making sense. If you are not Rouge at Sephora, this could be a better deal at Ulta. I will leave some details about that down below. In the description box, you will always find affiliated links and affiliated codes if you do want to shop through my links or use my codes and support my channel. Thank you so much. It really does help out. I do get a small kickback when you use my codes or use my links, and I truly appreciate it. So definitely, I would say compare them, see if any of the things that you want are on sale on different things. I mean, these kind of like price wars are always good for the consumer. It's when there's a monopoly of something, that's when it's not good for the consumer, because then they can just put whatever price they want. So in a way, it's really good right now because a lot of the brands are at Ulta, and at like Sephora, they're like at both places. So you can like choose which place have the best one for you. So I honestly think it's not that bad of an idea. You're gonna have to let me know what you think about that. I was about to call it an epidemic. It's not an epidemic, but it is right now. There is an onslaught of bronzers coming out. Right now, I am wearing, and I'm absolutely loving, the new Saie bronzer. That one I hauled in my Sephora haul that I did. It's so nice. I used it yesterday in my Get Ready With Me as well. I think it is beautiful. I'm very impressed with it. But there are so many bronzers coming out right now. It's honestly a little crazy. So Vanngo is coming out with a cream bronzing contour balm. I don't know what a bronzing contour means, because for me, bronzing and contouring are two different things. I don't do contouring. I don't like gray or pink leaning cheek products on me because they don't look good on me, because I don't have that undertone. Even when people are like, oh, if you want to contour, you're going to do something gray, I still need something that's a little bit more neutral. If it has too much gray, it's going to look a little bit more like dirt on me. But then, of course, if you have a cooler undertone, something like that's going to look perfect on you. So I don't know what they mean with the bronzing contour. Maybe it's more neutral, and depending on your undertone, you can use it as a bronzer or contour. Or maybe they're just trying to hit all the buzzwords. I honestly don't know. I will say, so many people were loving the Vanngo powder bronzers. Not me. I mentioned that as one of my least favorite products of 2025. I really disliked it. I thought it just stuck to a place. You weren't able to blend it out. I really did not like that formula at all. I did not think it was good. So many people loved it though. So I'm not saying that my opinion is the end all be all and everybody who loves it is lying. Definitely not. I'm just saying that I have seen people loving it and I really disliked it. So I'm just saying that there's not a consensus on whether or not that's a good product. I would love to hear your thoughts about it. If you tried the product, did you like it? Did you hate it? I'm in the camp where I didn't love it. This is $34. It comes in 8 shades. It says it is a gel balm to powder formula, sculpts and bronzes with a medium buildable coverage and a natural soft focus finish. It sounds really good. It says neutral toned shade range. Okay, here, if I just read the rest of the text. So it is a neutral tone shade range designed so it can be used as a bronzer or a soft contour in 8 shades. So for me, this probably would be a contour then and not a bronzer, because on me, something that's too neutral toned is gonna look more like a contour on my undertone. So keep that in mind if you're buying it online. This is coming April 9th on the website and on retailer, so it's probably live already on Sephora. Another bronzer that is now live that we have talked about before are the new Too Faced bronzers. These are the Chocolate Soleil relaunch bronzers. I think it's a really good idea for them to relaunch because I think they only had like a couple of shades before, and I think it's a good idea for them to relaunch it. I also think they probably needed to reformulate it because of the changes in ingredients that are approved in the EU. That's why a lot of reformulations are happening. I know we've seen an onslaught of reformulations this year, and it's because I think this is the last year, or maybe last year actually. I know, I think the grace period is this year, and then things have to be reformulated. That's why you're going to see a lot of reformulations. It is not because they're all of a sudden like, oh my god, this is so much better. It's because most of the time it's because they had to reformulate if they want to continue selling in the EU. A bronzer that I'm very intrigued by are the new bronzers actually by Tarte, and these are the little Macaron, you know, the blush and glow duos. I was talking about them in my haul. Absolutely love them. I'm actually wearing the pink one today. This one. I'm wearing this one today, the one that I hauled. Absolutely stunning. They're now coming out as a bronzer duo. I have seen this stand in stores, but I haven't seen the product. So it's a cream bronzer and then a baked powder bronzer. Definitely gonna try that out because I really like the formulations in the blushes, and I want to see if I like the bronzers as well. So these are coming soon. I think they're available online, but I haven't seen them in store yet. Definitely gonna try them. Westman Atelier is also coming out with bronzers. So I think these might already be available. They're expanding their bronzer duos, it says here. So it is a sun tone bronzing cream, hydrating cream bronzers. It has 4 different shades. I have never tried Westman Atelier, and I don't know if I'm sleeping on this brand. You're gonna have to let me know. Should I not? I have no idea. But yeah, there are now 4 different shades, a lighter and a darker. It might even be a cooler and a warmer. I'm not 100% sure about the undertones, because when I look at them like here on the picture, it seems like some of them are different undertones, but some of them are just darker. I'm not 100% sure. Let me know if you've tried these, if you think that this brand is like slept on. Also, Morphe has also released some bronzer duos, and this is in their like same packaging as their cheek trios. They're now doing duos for bronzer. And I'm guessing this is a powder and a cream. A powder and a cream. Okay. There is a bunch of brands that I've been like shaking, like pounding on the door, being like, please, please, please stop sending PR to Texas. Morphe is one of the brands that just literally do not reply to my emails or my DMs. I think they've sent this PR to Texas. I don't think I'm ever going to get this PR. I really, really hope that eventually they'll figure out that I'm not living at that address. If anybody at Morphe is watching this, hello, I moved. It's not that I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sad I'm not getting PR. I can buy this stuff myself. Morphe is sold here in Italy as well. I can buy it at Douglas. It is just the fact that I'm not able to reach the brands and tell them, can you stop sending me PR? It's very frustrating because there's a lot of brands that are sending stuff still to my old address. I haven't been there in months, and I'm trying to DM them, email them. I don't know, am I supposed to send like a pigeon over, smoke signals, like please help me help you. I don't want you to waste your money sending me stuff that I'm clearly not getting. I guess the new person living in that house is getting a lot of makeup. It's frustrating. But I will say, I think I'm going to try and pick this one up. I want to see, because I do have Douglas stores close to me, and I want to see if I can see them in, like, if I can go shop them in real life. I want to do some in-store makeup shopping. I'm in the mood. Maybe this weekend. I don't know. But I'm very excited. I do think I might try. Will I try this one and the Tarte one? Maybe. And see like if you can get a better bang for your buck buying the more affordable one, or is the Tarte one better? Because sometimes high-end cheek products are better. Bronzers, and I shouldn't say cheek products, I should say complexion products. Bronzers, concealers, powders, foundations. I do think sometimes you do get what you pay for, and I want to see if this is one of them. Also, Sephora brand is releasing a bronze glow trio. This is also a powder bronzer, a powder, a highlighter, and a bronzer, like a cream. Again, this is also one of those I would love to see it in store and see if it's any good. They're also releasing a bronzer stick Sephora collection. Again, if you buy these right now during the sale, any level, even if you sign up and become a member today, you can get 30% off these Sephora collection products at Sephora US. So those I think are very, very interesting. Am I going to pick them up? I don't think so. Another brand that is releasing, but this is a contour product. This is not for me because I can already tell that the Vieve contour sticks are very, very cool tone. They're not the kind of product I like working with. But if you are looking for a product like that, maybe this could be cool. It's a cream contour stick. It's called the Silhouette Stick. 6 different shades. If you're looking for something cool tone, I mean, look at those shades. They look very, very cool tone. Not for me. Not for this person. Vieve is sold also at Cult Beauty, which is a really nice retailer as well. I have actually looked at their site a little bit lately, being like, is this a place that I should make an order on? Maybe. Another brand that is releasing bronzers, and I think this is like part of their summer collection, but I don't think they're limited edition. I think they're just releasing them as part of their summer collection, is Nars. They're releasing cream bronzers, and honestly, this collection looks really cute. There is a new shade of the cream lipsticks. There are new shades of the colored balms, and then there are some cheek duos with a bronzer and a multiple stick, or sometimes it's 2 multiple sticks. I do think that this is really interesting. I wasn't like, the multiple sticks are one of those products where they're fine. A cream blush that dries down matte isn't some, I don't go for an all matte cheek. So for me, it's not like a product that I go for, because I also don't use multiple, something you can use on your cheeks and your lips and that's not really how I do my makeup. I'm more all in, over the top. More is more. I'm definitely a maximalist when it comes to makeup. I love using a lot of different products. I love the Tetris of having it all come together, but I do think the bronzer sticks look nice. But again, the shades look very, very neutral, so I don't know if that's going to be perfect for me. But if you're looking again for something more neutral tone, I know for a long time I've seen so many people say all the bronzers are too warm, everything is just too warm. There is a bunch of different products coming out now. They're definitely not very warm leaning. Also, last year Lunar Beauty came out with a full range of cream bronzer contour sticks that also are very neutral leaning. There are definitely more products on the market right now. If you're looking for something warm leaning, definitely like the Rare Beauty bronzers were very warm leaning. They even have one that's very yellow leaning, which is something that I like. So depending on what you're looking for, there are definitely different options. I said that one of the brands that I want to keep an eye on when I move here is Kiko Milano. So I thought I'd take one for the team and also report on them, because I did see that they had a new collection coming out. I did not have the ability to watch this one in store yet. I did go buy a Kiko Milano, but they didn't have the stand for this new one out. But this one is called the Hue Ready collection, and it is a bunch of different colored products, and the eyeshadows seem to be more like duochrome, multichrome shadows. There are 2 highlighters. There are, I think these are jelly blushes. And then there are some multichrome eyeliners. There are some felt markers for the lips. And then there are some sparkly lip glosses and lip balms in a squeezy tube. Overall, I think the product, the collection looks really cute, but this is not the kind of things that draw me in from Kiko Milano. Kiko Milano has incredible quality products, and I said that I'm definitely going to be the person that does more Kiko Milano on my channel again. I used to do Kiko Milano quite a lot when I lived in Sweden, and then it kind of fell off the map of my makeup reviews. I'm going to try and bring it back. I did get that. Oh my god, I was starting to look for it. This room is a mess. But also Nabla has released their spring collection, and this is the spring summer 2026 collection. There are 4 quads with single shadows, and then there are 2 colored mascaras. So the mascara that they have is now coming out in a dark blue and a muted, almost lighter maroony brown. Honestly, the shades of mascara are very unique. I've never seen those kind of colored mascaras before. And I did unpack this collection, and I want to do maybe a video. Do you want to see a video? I could definitely do a video because I have it here somewhere. This room is a mess. I have it here somewhere. There are 8 special shadows in 2 quads for each. I think you buy them as a set, and I think you can probably buy them as singles as well. I just haven't swatched them yet, but just looking at them, they look very, very beautiful. They look like they're gonna swatch beautiful, and Nabla has amazing, amazing eyeshadows. Let me know if you would like, because I could definitely do something, maybe just swatching it and demoing. It doesn't have to be a big video either, and maybe that's something that I also need to for myself, because I've been in this mode of YouTube is my job. I need to make those big productions. Now that I'm no longer seeing YouTube as my full-time career, this is my side hustle, something I do for fun, but it doesn't have to be me sitting down and doing a 25-minute video. Maybe I could just sit down and just swatch them and show them to you. I think I need to take the pressure off myself. And you, I don't know, are you interested in that? I could definitely make that happen. I would like some feedback. Are you interested in Nabla? Speaking of Morphe, they're also coming out with some lipsticks. This is a new lipstick formula that is described as an innovative lip lock glossy lipstick. I think this is like a glossy lipstick that's supposed to be long wear. Again, these might be living in Texas right now. Yeehaw, having a yeehaw good time. I do want to try this out as well. They seem to be all very neutrally shaded. Again, I would love to go into store and swatch them and pick one out. I'm excited. I'm excited for me to do stuff like that. Another collection that is new and coming. Oh, also, Morphe also released some new cheek thrills. 3 different trios. The orange one looks really pretty. I like the pink one too. Again, do I need to go and pick up some Morphe and do like a Morphe video? Like, is this any good? Because there's another collection. I think that might be... Should I check with my neighbors and see if they... I don't know. Do you want to see more Morphe? Because I will say, since Morphe got bought out, they have new owners, totally new owners. They changed a lot of things. I will say, I think the brand are onto something. A lot of the things that they have released have been incredibly high quality. So maybe we need to try some more Morphe. There's also a new collection from Huda Beauty. Again, one of those brands that I keep telling them, I'm like, don't send more PR to Texas, but I also think that this collection is in Texas. And this is the Strawberry Latte collection. It is a new quad. There are 2 liquid blushes. There are some lip glosses. I did not like this lip gloss formula. I think the pigment separates in the formula and makes, you get zebra lips where the pigments are in the ridges of your lips and then the gloss is just on top. If you have very smooth lips or if you are using a lot of fillers in your lips, you probably won't notice that. But as someone who does have ridges in her lips, I did see the separation like straight away and I did not like this formula at all actually. The liquid blushes though are absolutely incredible and I did really enjoy the blush quad. Don't know if I'm gonna pick these up or not. I might pick up one of the blush colors because again, I do love this liquid blush formula. But yeah, let me know if you think these are the lip gloss colors look so good. I just wish I loved that formula. I just really don't love that formula, which is a shame. It is what it is. I mean, what are we gonna do? Indie brand Bella Beauté Bar is doing a collab with Freya. I think her name is like Freya. It's her username is Freya86. She is a Chinese creator and her Instagram is full of more like gothic. She's very much into gray tones, which you can see here on this collection. It's basically a gray palette and there's 2 very cool tone glosses as well. If you are into those very sparkly, high intensity emollient shades that like, they just swatch like all through the arm and you like gray tones, I do think that this will be a perfect collection for you. You know that I'm not that much into gray tone shadows, so I don't think that this will be perfect for me, but I have seen Freya swatch some of these and I will say I appreciate the level of different shimmers that she's been able to create to go with the grays. I think they are very, the tone of them are very stunning and I really appreciate how those look. And the lip glosses look beautiful. I do think that this one is launching on the 17th. I think you can use code Agnieszka on it. I think that you will get a discount with the code, but I don't think that I will get a kickback on collab items. But you should use the code and get a discount because I'm pretty sure it still works on collab items. I think that this is a very interesting palette from Bella Beauté Bar. They have never done anything like this. I think it fits in very well with their the theming and with the different color squares that they've already done. And even though it's not perfect for me, not everything is meant to be for me. And there are people out there that are going to be salivating at all of these gray tones. Let me know if you're one of those. Another indie brand that just had a release is Gloss Gods, and they released their like highlighter blush hybrids. They look so delicious. Their actual name is Beam Blush. They come in a bunch of different colors. They look absolutely stunning. They did actually say that they were going to send them to me here, and if they don't show up, I'm going to purchase a couple of them myself because I'm very intrigued by these. I love a very sweaty, gleaming cheek, and I think these will be perfect for me. I've also had an issue the past couple of months where I haven't been able to get my code to work with Gloss Gods, but now I'm here to tell you that code Angelica does work at Gloss Gods again. If you want to get a discount at the website, you can use Angelica, get some money off, and I cannot wait to try this blush. They look so delicious, all of them, like every single I cannot wait. I really am excited about that launch. I think it is absolutely stunning. Another like highlighting product that's coming out, and these are also very intriguing to me, and this is from Revolution Beauty, like Makeup Revolution. They're releasing the Highlight Icon palette, and this is their version of the triple like cheek product. I think it is when they had the blushes, they also had a cream, a matte, and a shimmer, and this is a highlighter version, so I'm not 100% sure, but there is two different highlighters, and one is two different powder highlighters and a cream version. The blush versions, the packaging, not so great. The actual product, absolutely beautiful. Again, Revolution did say also that they were going to send PR to me here. I don't know when or what they're doing that, or if they're not, this is a product I do want to try out because I love the other cheek products so much. I'm very intrigued to try these out. These are also available now. Definitely want to try those. There's also a new palette from Sigma Beauty. Again, Sigma Beauty is a brand that I have a code with. You can use code Angelica and get some money off at the website. And this is the Vintage Radiance palette. It's a 14 shade palette. I think this is marketed to be like a bridal makeup. Sigma is more of a like a neutral like brand. They sometimes do colorful makeup, but they always try to be a little bit more of a neutral brand, but they do that very well, and I do really appreciate the quality that they have. The last palette that they released, that all brown palette, I didn't like as much, but this one seems to have a little bit more variation to it. Again, I have reached out to Sigma and said, please do not send any more PR to Texas, but they didn't get back to me. So I don't know where this is coming, if this is coming, but I am intrigued by this one. And I'm pretty sure that Sigma has quite a lot of European retailers. So I'm going to have to look this up and see if I want to purchase it myself. And I also saw a couple of my friends did get this palette. So I'm going to go in and see if I can look at their swatches because I am a little bit intrigued. One brand that I do know for sure that I don't think they'll be able to send PR to me anymore is Fleur, and they are releasing 2 new hair and body fragrances, and I need to read up and see if I want to purchase these myself because you gave me a lot of suggestions of where I can find them. Thank you so much, by the way, for the suggestions of like where to find stuff online in Europe. It's really been helping me out. And these are the Island Swim, which is the blue one. It is a salted florals, creamy coconut, and lime. I don't always love super coconutty things on me, so I don't know if that's going to be the one for me, but the other one is papaya, nectar, apricot, honeyed amber, mandarin, and pink pepper. That one sounds like something like fruity, fresh, and a little sweet for summer. I need to hear some people's opinions about these because like I said, I won't be getting these in PR, so I want to like hear what other people think about them so that I can make up my mind whether or not I want to pick them up myself. Do you know anyone that's gotten these in PR? So I can go in and listen to their thoughts. Oh, I almost forgot to talk about the Apparition palette by Gourmand Girls. This palette is available now. You can use my code Angelica, and this is the palette that I used in yesterday's video. Super beautiful, like pastel palette with a little of like a spring ghost theme for spring. You know, Gourmand Girls, Christina, the owner, really loves a more Halloween theme all year round, and I really love the color story of this one. So if you want to hear my thoughts about it and see some swatches, that was yesterday's video. Oh, another thing from Fleur, they're coming out with Beach Skin, which is one of their body sprays that they had for last year as a summer collection. It's coming out in a shimmering body oil. I will say the other, was it Fleur that had like the vanilla something body oil? It's beautiful. It's absolutely stunning. I still have that. It's not here with me yet. My fragrances are coming in later, and I missed that one. The other day I was going to moisturize my body and I was thinking about that one. I'm like, it's a really beautiful one. So if you're looking for a shimmering body oil, I really think that this one will be a perfect one for summer because the scent of it is really beautiful. The formulation of the Fleur body oil is really nice. So I think that that one will probably be quite the winner. NYX is also, remember I told you that every brand, even the brands you don't think are going to get into body care, are going to get into body care, and now it's NYX. You did not think that NYX was going to release body care products, but here they are, and part of their fat oil branding trademark, they are now releasing a body collection. I don't want to say that I've told you so, but I kind of told you so. It is going to be a fat oil hand and body lotion, body oil, lip drip, hair and body fragrance mist, and a body butter. Okay. I don't know how I feel about this. So there's going to be 3 different scent profiles. It's going to be a caramel mommy collection. It's going to be almond blossom, brown sugar, crisp apple, caramel swirl, pistachio cream. It's just a bunch of caramelly, sugary. That's going to be too much for me. I can already tell. It's going to be apple sugar. It's going to be too much sugar. The next one is coconut. Again, coconut is not my favorite like scent to have. It is apple, pear, peach, coconut. I like apple, pear, peach. Love that. Love a fruity scent. But I think since it's called Coconut Cutie, I think that's probably going to be the one you smell the most. And then there's some lily rose, orange blossom, amber musk, vanilla, just some warmth in the background. Juicy Boo Citrus though. That one maybe. Juicy Clementine, Mango Pulp, and Golden Berries. And then it's Petit Grain, which is like grass. Love that. Lily of the Valley, Fresh Juniper. Love that. Cedarwood, Sandalwood, Bright Musks. That's where I'm like a body oil and a fragrance mist in the Juicy Boo. I could be interested in, but I don't know. Where is the best place in Europe to buy new NYX? Because I've found NYX, but I haven't found the news. Does it take a long time to get to Europe? Maybe it does. Maybe I'm like, maybe NYX will be one of the brands that's like, bye-bye. But I would love to hear your thoughts about that. Where do you shop NYX? Please tell me. Because NYX is also releasing their Click Sticks in a fat matte version. I'm wearing matte lips today. I'm so into matte lips again. I am back on the matte lip train. And I would love to try this formula because I think that matte lips are having a renaissance because we have now been able to perfect the matte formula. So it's matte and smooth and doesn't crack and doesn't feel like your lips are dying and falling off. So this is going to be a pillow soft matte finish, long lasting, moisturizing feel that line smoothing and doesn't crack. Again, I really think that this will be a good one. And I'm intrigued to try some of these shades out. So let me know, where do you buy NYX? So let's talk about 2 brands that are trying to make a comeback. And I don't know about you, but when was the last time you thought about KVD Beauty? For me, a long time ago. I don't even know if they are available at any of the big retailers. Last time we talked about KVD Beauty, former Kat Von D, she got outed from the brand. They did a zillion different rebrands and renaming and all of the different things, and then they got sold. So KVD Beauty has been sold from Kendo, and they are now under a different umbrella brand. I don't even remember which one, but it's not one of the bigger, like more well-known ones. And they are now have posted that they are not doing a rebrand, they're doing a reawakening. Sure, Jan, you call it whatever you want to, and that they are entering a new chapter. And we are officially part of the Belle Brands family, and we're stepping into a new era defined by intention, evolution, and creative conviction. It's more than a new home, it's a turning point. And I am very excited to see what they're gonna do. I know some people have said, oh, they need to bring back old formulas. Remember, that is just not gonna happen. The formulas probably are not owned by this new parent company. They were probably owned by Kendo. They were probably made with the same factories. Usually those umbrella brands like Kendo, they probably produce a lot of their brands in the same lab. And Belle, this new Belle brands, Belle Beauty, whatever they would call, they're probably producing all of their in a different lab. They probably do not own the formula. When you buy a brand like that, you usually buy the rights to use the logo and blah, 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 and all of that, but you usually don't get to keep the formulations, which is why usually when a brand gets bought by something else, just look at Too Faced being bought with Estee Lauder, right? All of the formulations changed because now they're using Estee Lauder's lab. It's probably going to be the same thing. You might be able to see some like, you know, some comebacks of like fun color stories and stuff like that, but don't expect old products to come back. I can almost promise you that that is not what's going to happen because they're under a different umbrella brand now. And I just don't see that happening. They've started to like show some like, you know, some behind the scenes of like what they're doing. I don't know when this is happening, but they're showing, even 23 hours ago, they're showing a behind every shot is intention, like they're showing some behind the scenes. I don't know exactly when they are launching, but they are definitely have started their campaign of like reintroducing the brand. So I would say that probably within a month, we're going to see a relaunch and a rebranding and a refocusing on KVD Beauty. And I would love to see what they are releasing, because again, I feel like it's one of those brands that we kind of forgot they existed. I did not think about them for a really long time. And I think it's the same when Ace Beauté posted this picture. And we've been quiet, not because we had nothing to say, because some things are worth waiting to say right. So they are basically, and they said this a long time ago, that they are like rebranding and relaunching the brand. All of the things that they had on their site, they got rid of, and now they're relaunching again under a new brand with a same brand, but like a new focus, I guess, like a new intention, like a rebranding. I always like to see, I've always said this, let me see if I can find the correct picture. I've always said that I love when indie brands are launching other products than eyeshadow palettes. Eyeshadow palettes are fun. It's usually what drives traffic and what people are talking about, but I love seeing indie brands release other products, and Ace Beauté took that and ran with it, because they are rebranding and they dropped brand new products at Ace Beauté. I used to have an affiliate code with Ace Beauté, but I don't know if it works anymore. You can always try and just get checkout, but I don't think they have an affiliate program anymore. But they are releasing the Aura Glass High Shine lip glosses in 6 shades, an intense sparkle eyeshadow shimmer stick. They look really fun in 3 shades. It is a flicker pH activated blush, an inner light dewy skin illuminator, which looks really beautiful. There is a perfecting duo primer and a quick signature eyeliner duo. I think it's a pen and a liquid liner. Honestly, I think this is so fun, and it gives them a lot to work from. Like, they could release any product would fit in with this. More blushes, highlighter, an eyeshadow palette, lip liners, lipstick. There are so many things that they could release now that fits in with the brand. I'm loving the packaging. I'm loving the refresh of the logo. I love their marketing material. You need to go in and look at Ace Beauté's like Instagram. Their marketing material is some of the most high-end, good-looking marketing material I have seen from an indie brand to date. It is so incredible good. They have really, really stepped it up, and I'm so impressed with this entire relaunch. Everything looks so pretty. I did talk to the owner, and she did say that she was gonna try and send some PR over to me, and I am very intrigued to try this out. I think the lip glosses are the thing that draws me in the most, and the illuminator. I really wanna see what that is, but overall, I just think that this looks really interesting, and this is one of the most, now with this launch, one of the more unique indie brands, I would say, because this is usually not how indie brands look with this kind of a range. And I'm excited to see where this takes them. And honestly, the pricing is not bad either. $14, $14, $24. The illuminator is the most expensive one for $32. It's like the big cream thing. I think the pricing is really fair as well. It's more like a mid-ranged indie brand. I cannot wait to see where this takes them and what else they're going to be releasing, and I'm so excited to try this out. I cannot wait to try it. Let me know if there's anything of this that you're like, oh, I really want to try that, and let me know if you think I missed anything. Let me see if anything new has been released or revealed. Let me see if anything else has been released or revealed. No, not that I see right now. Let me scooch back to the side. Again, I'm doing the best I can to film with the situation that I have. It's gonna get even better with time. Thank you everyone who has left such sweet, encouraging, and uplifting comments, cheering me on like for my journey and for making this the best possible. This background is not staying forever. This lighting, this sound, it's not how it's gonna be forever. I'm definitely upgrading as we go. But I do think right now, at least when I'm looking in the viewfinder, I look like I look. Because there was a couple of videos there where I was like gray, and I'm not gray. I look more like myself right now. But thank you so much for all the comments and all the feedback and all the positive things they've said. It really has helped me out in this very, very chaotic time. I am so excited to have you with me on this journey. And even though I'm doing a lot of other things behind the scenes that I'm not sharing online, I'm very excited about the things that I am sharing online. I'm having the best time, quite honestly. And thank you so much, Halara, for coming back and sponsoring another video on my channel. I love working with Halara. I love Halara's products. I have been traveling with them, wearing them, absolutely loving them. Definitely don't forget to check them out in the top of the description box down below. I hope you're having an amazing day. Let me see if I cannot lose my top. I hope you're having an amazing day. I hope you're gonna have an amazing weekend. I have some really, really nice, amazing weekend plans, and I will see you next week for a new video. This look is going to be one of them. If you stay to the end of the video, I did film this look. It's with a new release that has not been revealed yet. Something that is being revealed and released. Is it next week? It's being revealed next week and then released the week after. It's going to be this look here. So that's coming next week. And I'm also thinking maybe the Nabla. Maybe I'll do, like, what do you want to see? I'm open for suggestions. Please let me know. And I will see you soon in